Hello, everyone. Holy crap. Did you know that there's this game called Starfield? I had forgotten about it. Okay, not really, but last time we had played this game, alright, was over a month ago. I put 40 hours into this sucker over the course of September and a little bit of October. And if you remember, right, to get everyone caught up, if you've been waiting for this to continue and you're like, what the hell, he's actually playing this again, right? To get everyone caught back up on what's going on in the game, excuse me, as you'll see here, alright, we have various different missions to do. Different power from beyond, which is the ones where you go to those temples and I guess you grab the powers. And they all say the same thing. You need to find it. 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 And then we've got Unearthed. The emissary is giving me a key to a base on Luna, Earth's moon, saying I'll learn more about the artifacts if I investigate. And that sounds pretty important, does it not? That sounds like an important story mission that we should do, because it's going to maybe give us information about Earth and what happened to Earth in this universe's lore. Final glimpses. I need to meet with Vladimir Saul about finding more artifacts on the fringes of space. Do we really want to fucking find more artifacts? So I think that probably the next mission we'll do is this Unearthed mission and see where it goes. Alright? Now, if you're wondering why it's been so long since I played Starfield, alright, there's two primary reasons that I'd like to cover for you guys. Reason number one is because after having played it 40 hours, almost all the interest in this game had completely dissipated and waned when it comes to the game. Like, people were not interested in it anymore. They were like, dude, play anything else new. Every time I tried to play Starfield, people would complain and groan about it, right? That's not good. When I play a Bethesda game, typically people are excited for it. People want to see me play more Fallout or more Elder Scrolls. People have been campaigning for what's the next retro Bethesda game will I play? Will I play Fallout 3 or will I play Fallout 4? Like, what's coming up next year? People are interested and excited, right? But in this game, it's like the opposite. It's like people have no interest. They're so bored with it, right? Now, I can finally talk about this because, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't followed any of my other content or playthroughs for the last month, I have completely stayed away from talking about the plot of this game because I didn't want to spoil it for people who haven't played it. But last time around, we had the most weird plot twist that I think I've ever had in gaming, and it's probably one of the worst I've ever seen. It's a multiverse plotline where literally it's revealed that there are characters that are jumping between universes. They're carrying powers between universes. They're absorbing the powers of these other universes. And basically anything you do in the game didn't matter, because eventually you're going to have a choice to jump to another universe and start over. So because they made it a multiverse plot, first of all, just to tell you my overall thoughts about this. Number one, multiverse plots are insanely overused right now. You had Marvel that had a whole culmination of what, like 20 to 30 movies ending with a multiverse plot in Infinity War. And everyone hit mainstream culture. Everyone knew about it and kind of got burned out. Then you had the whole Spider-Verse going on in the Spider-Man franchise. Then you had the Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. So Marvel had gone crazy with this multiverse premise recently. Then, all of a sudden, it became a fad in games. In fact, I just played a couple months ago, Mortal Kombat 1. The plot is a multiverse plot line. And I hated it. I was like, dude, it was good until the multiverse hit. This idea is played out and not implemented well. And especially for a video game, it literally makes you feel like your investment in that game is ruined. Like, why did I spend 40 hours in this game if now it can all easily be erased, reversed, changed? None of it stuck. None of it mattered. Right? Now, by the way, apparently at the end of this game, you can choose to not go into the multiverse. But I've heard it's not really an ending at all. It's just a terrible ending. And that's not what's intended. The intention is you're going to go into the multiverse and play again. Okay? So, for me, alright, I think the whole idea of a multiverse and all this is overused, overdone, completely played out. What's hilarious is, when this was revealed over a month ago when I was playing the game, people were like, oh, we have to understand that actually this game was being made before all those other things came out. So actually this game is not played out. They were going to do it before. And I'm like, but that doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter when this was written. What matters is when it came out. By the time this game came out, the multiverse plotline is tired, boring, overdone. So it doesn't matter if it was, even if it was their idea first, they took too fucking long to put out their game. So This multiverse plot, no exaggeration, destroyed all of the excitement that I had for this game. If you remember, what I told you guys I was interested in doing was that I was going to go and I was still going to do the Ryujin Industries faction quest. I was going to do the Crimson Fleet faction quest. I was going to try to unlock the companion quests for all of my companions. I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck anymore. I haven't played the game for a month. No one's asked for it. When I said to people I was going to play it again tonight, people complained and groaned and said, please don't. And I explained to everyone, listen, I played it for 40 hours. First of all, it would be a disservice to anyone who watched the playthrough up to this point for me to just drop it and never play the game again. That would be pretty disrespectful. That's 40 hours of everyone's wasted time, including mine. But in addition, I have a year-end series where I rank the best games of the year, the most disappointing games of the year, etc. If I don't finish this game, I can't properly rank it anywhere. Do you see? So, simply put, all right, I am going to finish the main plot of this game, and that is it. That is my focus. I want to finish the main plot and end it, and that's it, and then I can rank it properly. Yes, I wouldn't have seen 2 factions and a few companion quests, but guess what? I think I'll have had the gist of what the game is by that time. Especially because we've played it 40 hours and there's been no real innovation, no real variety. It's the same, run around, loot a bunch of stuff, shoot a bunch of stuff, do some dialogue trees, pretend like you care about researching and upgrading your weapons when none of it matters, pretend like flying around matters, it doesn't. Every once in a while do a fight in air, and then just go back and wash, rinse, and repeat. It's the same game over and over, correct? So, I think it's time to finish it. Now, we have 2 missions. The Emissary. Now, you remember who the Emissary was, right? So, the Emissary is giving me a key to a base on Luna, Earth's moon, saying I'll learn more about the artifacts if I investigate. But there's also, Nola's putting together a memorial service. Keep an eye on it. Now, where... Oh, they want you to wait 5 days? So, fuck that. Let's go do this. Right? Let's do this mission. Okay? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to Luna, Earth, moon. Let's touch down and let's see... You've got to be kidding me. Is that a sign? I think we've seen the signs, folks. The first thing I went to do in the game, the fucking game just crashed. Wow, they've really improved that gameplay experience since the last time I played it over a month ago, huh? They really stayed up on those patches and everything. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Well, let's try that again, shall we? That is absolutely remarkable. I mean, I was just saying to... Oh, but it was exactly over a month ago. Look, it was the 18th of October, and today's the 19th of November, so a little bit over a month ago. Last time we played it. There you go. That's funny. The universe is speaking to you. The universe says stop. You're just saying hi here, Jade? Good evening, Jade. It's good to have you here, man. I know you don't like the game. No one else does either, so you don't have to feel bad. You're in the same boat as everyone else if you don't like Starfield. Because first I liked it, and then it just got worse and worse. It got more repetitive and boring and grindy, and now I just want to see the end of the story. That's the only reason we're here, man. No, and I agree. See, Armadil says, man, now my hype for Elder Scrolls is done because it's taking so long to come out, and this was supposed to be the hype game they were working on, and look at it. So how can you be hyped for Elder Scrolls 6? I agree with you. Like, I literally think that this game is going to completely kill any goodwill or hype that they had for that, because now people are looking at this and they're like, this is what it was going to be, so what are they going to do with Elder Scrolls, right? Like, seriously. Well, we're on Luna. We're going this way. See if I remember how to play. I have triple jump? Oh, because I can keep jumping infinitely. There we are. Nova Galactic Research Station. Is this how we enter right here? Why is my gun not loaded? Oh, God, this choppy frame rate is atrocious. I can't believe I can't believe how bad it... I have no companion. Oh, that's interesting. For some reason, I have no companion. You notice that? I wonder what happened. Where did my companion go? I only have 9. I have to reload all my weapons, I guess. I have no... Oh, there... Is that him? Where were you? What if I needed your help, you ass? I just gotta make sure everything's reloaded. Shotgun. I'm trying to remember all my weapons. It's been so dang long. A whole month, right? Shitty sniper rifle. And a corrosive handgun. Alright. Alright, let's go inside. Well, we have the moon base key. We can actually go in and see what he was talking about. The emissary, who used to be, well, now we can talk about it. It's Barrett, who died in this universe. But then turns out it's a multiverse, so Barrett's alive as the emissary in a different universe, right? And he's the one who told us about the whole multiverse theory and everything. So I guess this computer is going to explain stuff to us about what's going on. Should we even bother looting anymore? Like, really, if we're just going to focus on endgame story, do I even bother doing any looting whatsoever in the game? Is it even worth it? Or should I just say fuck it and just, like, run right through the game as quick as I can? Because I'm not sure it's going to be worth it. Look, Moonbase Slate.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang.
Genuine NASA tech.
Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for us.
How's the volume, by the way, guys? Should I make it louder? I'll make it louder, I think.
Every grain of
Yeah,
sand in
I think I pump it up all the way.
Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
What did I just grab? I don't even know what I just grabbed. Oh, Moonbase Slate 3.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
What the fuck is he talking about? So they're saying there's a supercomputer on the moon, and they had to run it on the moon so it would cool properly? Is that what he just said? So there's a supercomputer on the moon, maybe in this base or nearby. Okay, because we don't actually know what we're here for. Remember, Barrett just told us to come here, but he didn't explain why. He just says we're going to find important stuff. But we don't know what. We actually don't know what we're here for, right? Okay, first tips contribution of a night is a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper saying this is 10 out of 10 game of the year. Well, there you go. Someone likes Starfield. That makes one person. Exciting. No, actually, we actually know Slayer loves this game, remember? Slayer said he put over 100 hours into this one. I mean, listen, everyone has different tastes and personal preferences. I love Bethesda games. I just don't love this one, you know? Anyway, should I bother trying to open this science crate? How many lockpicks do I have? 5? Boy, I haven't done this in a while. This is interesting, right? It's always supposed to be 2, correct? It's always supposed to be a combination of 2. Okay. Oops. There we go. All that, and I got shotgun shells, credits, A disassembler coachman that's not very good. It's only 2,000 value. Iron and metabolic agents. I don't need any of this. Remember, crafting in this game, and this is what we discovered over the course of the playthrough, is that crafting is literally pointless. There's no reason to ever craft in the entirety of the game. Everything you need, you'll just find. Here's another one.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological study said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers.
This is very exciting information.
Yeah. Just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, babushka.
Well, I guess that's the risk you have when you go on these crazy deep space missions, right? Here's another one. No Super Real Vibe said, do you think Outer Worlds was fun compared to Starfield? Outer Worlds, I really liked how quirky the plot was with some of the dialogue and stuff. Like, I feel like this game has some quirkiness to it that's entertaining, but it's just so samey compared to other games. Like, Outer Worlds was many years ago, right? Maybe if this had come out many years ago, I'd like it better. But I kind of feel like we already played it, right?
Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst.
Nobody fucking cares about you being
I
single,
only get
bro.
like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating.
What an asshole.
You know?
No one wants to hear you whine about this.
Hey there. I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
Fascinating, huh? Fascinating data. What does this say? Reminder, run daily diagnosis, record the source, the type. No one cares. And it says something is unpredictable. Okay. Game Masters, do you think Outer Worlds 2 will blow Starfield out of the water? I don't know. You know, that's the same game developer as Fallout New Vegas. So if they make distinct improvements to what they did in Outer Worlds 1, it could. But again, I don't know what they're up to. I haven't seen anything. Outer Worlds 2 is not next. The next game they're making is the fantasy one, right? Which I've forgotten the name of it. Oh fuck! I did not mean to throw a grenade! Sorry about that, Sam. That was a mistake. I wanted to do this. It's been a while since I played and I pressed the wrong shoulder button. Sorry about that. No, they're making that fantasy game. Disavowed, is that what it's called? Disavowed? So yeah, whatever that is. And it looks pretty good. Like, I liked how it looked when they showed the preview. So, I guess we'll see, but... Okay, we got... Storage box with sealant. Oh, I don't even know how I grabbed that. I don't need sealant. More stupid chunks. Here we go. Moonbase Slate 2.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
What were they building? All we know is that there's a supercomputer up here, right? We don't know anything else past that. I think there's one left. Is it in there? There's one slate left I missed. Is this it? Why is there a slate in a toaster? No wonder I missed it the first time. It's sitting in the toaster. Alright. By the way, I got another $2 tip. Go Cowboys. Someone is a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Are they still the Dallas Cowboys? I would think they are. I haven't heard them from leaving Dallas yet. Thank you for the $2 tip, whoever that is. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, let's see.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
One of those people that's just never happy. So we got all 6 logs, and literally none of them told us a damn thing. So, okay, great. Voltaire. I want to remind the research team Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for use in Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal projects. Yes, it's amusing to see how many decimal points of pi it can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether you can simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation, but there will be time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client. This should be more than enough to keep anyone from being bored. Project Prism launch. I can't read it. We're happy to announce that the first test launch of Project Prism is held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Remember to sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will also be on radio for the launch. So they want me to go to the rooftop to maybe see what they saw or experience what happened. Okay. How do I do that? How do I get to the rooftop? Maybe I have to do it from outside. Game Master says next year all Call of Duty should be on Game Pass. Considering how greedy they are, watch them make a Modern Warfare 4. I don't know what they're going to do next year, but considering that everyone panned this one, they've got to do something different, right? Bloomkin says you're drinking eggnog this year. Got to look at the holidays. I might get some alcoholic eggnog to drink on the stream. We'll see. We'll see what we feel like. I always try to get festive during the Christmas event. Rooftop. It's up there. I guess I'll just jump. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to walk up here. So here we are. Looks like there's a big satellite here, stool that they were working on. Okay, so play the recording of what happened up here. Okay, what happened up here?
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
Barely hear it.
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good.
For the record, Canaveral should be Cape Canaveral, which I believe is it in Texas, which is like a big hub of space travel, like that you communicate with on Earth when you're in space. So that's who they're communicating with. So this is before the Earth ended. This is pre that. So
Ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes.
it's in Florida. Thank you. I thought it was Texas. People are saying it's in Florida. Thank you. I got confused. I used to know all about this stuff, but I haven't been really interested in space travel in a very long time. So, okay.
The slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Okay. Go to NASA on Earth? They want me to go to Earth and see what's at NASA. Okay. Sure. Let's do it. Yeah, we haven't been on Earth yet. We know it's barren, like we saw it from space, right? But we haven't actually been there yet. Okay. Well, this is interesting. It's supposed to be completely barren, no? Oh, shit. I forgot to fly and I fired my guns. So is this a case where we have to manually fly up? Or now that we've gotten to Earth, can we just land? Let's find out. Land. NASA launch tower. Okay. So they were launching a spacecraft to Jupiter. What happened? Let's find out. Shit. Bloomkid did a super chat. He says, Evan Williams eggnog's good if you look for one. And, dude, I dig the Winter Jack Daniels this year. I love the Winter Jack Daniels. That's the one that has, like, is it the minty flavor to it? I had it one years ago, and I loved it. But I haven't seen it since. I've looked for it and haven't been able to find it. I really enjoyed it when I had it. I can't remember exactly what's in it. No, you know, I had a mint whiskey years ago that was really good. And what was in the Winter Jack Daniels? There's an extra flavor of something, right? I can't remember what's in it, but I liked it. I really did. I haven't seen it since. But maybe I will get some Evan Williams eggnog. I've seen that at the liquor store, I think. It rings a bell from previous years. Okay. So we are going this way. This is it. This is what's left of Earth. It's just completely desolate. From what we were told, Earth lost its magnetic poles and it destroyed the planet, but we don't know why that happened or what the circumstances were. So maybe that's what we're about to find out, which is weird because why wouldn't people know what happened? How could you forget? It's the planet you all started from, so how could you kind of forget that? I don't know. It's weird it hasn't been in the lore of the game up to now. Find a way inside. Okay. What the fuck? Did you see that? All the lights popped in. You saw that, right? There were no lights, and then we got close enough. All of a sudden, all the lights turned on. Well, that's stupid. I mean, that's a graphical flaw. That's pretty dumb. What am I stuck on? A fucking rock?
I am literally shaking. This is amazing. NASA. Wow.
Why are you shaking? The same as every other location in the game. Right? It's nothing special.
There has to be an elevator that gets to the good stuff. Man, oh man, please tell me it still works.
Well, let's figure this out.
It's got a story. You just feel it.
Plato just did a $5 super chat. As a lifelong diehard Bethesda fan, I have to say this game depresses me. I don't know if Todd and Bethesda have it in them to make Elder Scrolls 6 good. I mean, you're right, and I feel like this game is so deflating for a lot of people. And how do you still have faith in the company when they promised all this stuff and the game comes out and literally falls flat on almost every promise that they made as a joke? I mean, it's a joke. And then they question Todd Howard on it, and he's cracking jokes. Oh, I'll get a better computer and all this shit. It's like, nah, dude, it's not a joke. Like, people aren't laughing with you. They're laughing at you. That you took this long to make this game, and it's fucking nothing. You know, like, I don't think he gets it. I really don't think he understands.
If it gets cold enough, your spit can freeze. Not that I know that from personal experience. Alright, I know it from personal experience.
I do think that, like, he thinks this is no big deal that this game is not well received. People don't like it. But it's a big deal. He's fucked up pretty badly this time. What do I need that for? Junk, right? I'll take the digipick. Okay. Although, we've already talked about how I probably never need to lockpick ever again in the game either. I don't need any of this. What I need is, like, just ammo and healing items, and that's it. For the rest of the game, I don't really care about anything else.
Where are you meant to go, baby? And why didn't you get that? I've got some stuff on my mind.
Sam,
When you have the time.
now is seriously not the time to
Any
be
day
talking
you
about
make it,
bullshit.
there's a victory in my book.
I don't care about your story or nothing, dude. I just want to get through the story as I talked about, the main story. We're in the midst of something that hopefully will be interesting. This door doesn't open at all. Oh, it does. But it goes outside for some reason, so fuck that. Okay. Do I feel the game engine and 30 frames per second are the two big things they should fix? Man, no, what they need to do is make an original game, which they haven't done in ages. They just keep riding the coattails of their previous successes. It's either Fallout or Bethesda, and then when they went to make a new one, they literally made the same game again. You know what this reminds me of? Destiny. Do you want to know why this reminds me of Destiny? Because Bungie wanted to leave so badly and make their own game, and then when they did, they made Halo again. So here you go. Oh, Bethesda, we got to make a new IP. We really just got to make something new and different and exciting. And here it is. It's called Starfield. Wait a minute. It's just fucking Fallout again. Right? It's literally the same game again. What happened? How did you make the same game another time? But that's what happened with Destiny and Bungie. They couldn't stop making fucking Halo. That's a good place for a door. Anything here? Deep recon pack and a space helmet. All junk you don't need. I mean, at this point in the story, why would you need that stuff? That's another thing, too. Like, obviously, they filled the game with meaningless looting to make it feel like there's something to do. But what's the point of doing any of this? Why do I need to loot worthless spacesuits that are not even close to being good enough for anything you would want at this point in the game? Like, what a waste of everyone's time. Why even put that in the game? Oh, well, it makes it feel more real. Well, you're right, but it doesn't make it more fun, right? So why is it... Oh. Okay, apparently I have a NASA access code. I need a power cell to put in there. There we go. So what the fuck did that do? Did it do anything? Did it power anything? Did it power the elevator? Maybe I had to do that to power the elevator. Probably. Okay. Played with another super chat. I hope Todd ends his career on a win with Elder Scrolls 6. Either that or step down and have someone else fucking do something good, right? Sarah, I'm glad that you're happy. I'm glad that you watched the podcast and you're happy with my decision from today. If you don't know what she's talking about, I made my ultimate decision about being on an interview with this Turkey Tom fellow, and I had a lot to say about it after doing some research and taking in all your feedback. So watch the podcast from this morning, November 19th, 2023, if you want the ultimate answer on that.
Makes me feel alive.
Find information about NASA. I guess we can put the gun away. No, we can't talk, but you can shut the fuck up while I play the game. I think he's going to dump him back on the ship so I don't have to hear from him anymore. Pick a companion that's not going to say this constantly. Anyway, where's that light coming from? The lighting's all glitched. Look. It's not coming off of him. Where's that light coming from? It's not me and it's not him. Wait, it is him? But he has no light. Look at this. He has a light emanating from him, but then it wasn't on him. And now it's gone, and now it's back. Where's that fucking light coming from? Look at that. He's got a flashlight, but he doesn't have one. This game is fucked up. Beyond belief, man. The light... He's got a light coming out of his chest, but it doesn't exist, because when you look at him, there's no light. Oh my god, dude. Fuck. Oh, computer. Okay. Let's see what this says. Launch procedures. Remember, the final vitals and suit seal checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerance. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be. But these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumors the next launch is slated to be canceled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume that it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel a little bit safer, and we can use every ounce that we can get. Access station logs. Well, we apparently have 3 different logs, but it says the archives are damaged, so let's see. Delivery from Mars.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
So what did they find on Mars? Okay, Dr. Victor Isa.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handrails, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in material science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab.
Okay. 672 re-upped his membership for 30 months as if corpos ruin modern gaming. Yes. Let's continue.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
So, whatever they found on Mars has completely upended their knowledge of science as we know it. They found things that were groundbreaking. So, yeah, I can understand why that would pretty much freak you out if your entire existence is based on a certain level of knowledge, and now your knowledge is being challenged because you found things that are different, correct? Kat and I are just great, Jade. Thanks for asking. We're good, as you can hear. I'm not really sick anymore. I got a tiny bit of a tickle in my throat. No big deal. Everything's fine. Okay. I didn't want a super cold magnet. So now 672 says, oh, 30 months. No big deal, I guess. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, 672 has hit his 30-month anniversary as a member here on this channel. Okay, let's continue.
This is so cool. Man, I could spend hours down here. You got time for a quick chat? I appreciate it when you're in.
So I heard a noise, but how much you want to bet it's not going to pan out to be anything, right? This game is a master of doing that, trying to create atmosphere, and then nothing happens. So I bet there's nothing here. Pamphlets? Touchscreen to learn more. Leaving Earth forever. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena will cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remain. An estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world the opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thanks in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. So something made it so that our atmosphere would no longer be confined to Earth, and we were going to lose our atmosphere, all breathable air, and that's why humans had to leave Earth. But what does that have to do with the magnetic poles? Why is there a walkway up here that literally leads to nothing? And why was I stupid enough to climb it? Okay. I am definitely playing RoboCop next as the next new game because someone donated it. Lords of the Fallen is a maybe. I don't think we've really collectively decided if we want me to play it or not. A lot of people have criticized it and said it's not nearly as good as Lies of P. It's just going to be disappointment. And if that's the case, maybe I just shouldn't bother with it if it's just a so-so game. I don't know. Look for the Opportunity rover on Mars. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for the remote exploration and study of Mars. 2 twin rovers were made, nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication and functions in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time. Sounds just like one of those real life side missions, but isn't really going to pan out to be anything important, right? If you find it, it's, oh, cool, and you get a little reward or whatever. You probably won't get anything major for doing that, right? Probably not. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, this is what we just found on the moon, on an ambitious aerospace project to pull gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments and would have previously taken years. So there you go. That's what that was up on the moon. It was the first attempt at faster-than-light travel with the grav drive. That's exactly what it was. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic. Oh, it's the same exact thing. This must be other pieces of the thing. Living outside Earth. While long-term missions on space began in the late 1990s with programs like the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to entire colony efforts on Mars and other orbiting bodies in the solar system. There you go. So the door doesn't really open? No, it doesn't. Only the outer door does. The inner door doesn't even open, so there's no point. Okay. So that's where they want me to go. Is there anything up here, or am I going to be fooled again into going upstairs and there's going to be nothing here? It's just another pointless staircase, right? Closed for remodeling. Oh boy, I got a med pack. At least I got something for coming up here. I guess that's it. This is just going to lead us back to the beginning. So there's really no point. Alright, let's go back then. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like the real NASA Space Museum. I wonder if it is similar to what the real NASA Space Museum looks like. If you were to go there today and see what's there. If like some of this is the same stuff and obviously the Prism stuff is new. Because some of this is ancient stuff like that right there. That's old. Alright.
You're, okay, right?
Judas personal recording.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
So, how much you want to bet what they're going to do is they're going to pull a multiverse plot where the only reason that they finally got information about the grav drive and they got information about the artifacts and all of this stuff is only because of the multiverse line. Somehow he saw into the other universe, or an emissary from another universe crashed here and got killed or something, and they're using their technology to reverse engineer or something like that, right? How much do you want to bet that's what it is? Which, by the way, has been done to death. It's been done before. So it's not an original or interesting plot whatsoever. If that is the case, that's pretty lame, because we've seen it all before.
This is history. This is where they figured it out. The hard science the settled systems was built on.
And I guarantee you, he's going to say they didn't figure it out. It was all you're going to find in here. You're going to find the emissary's ship crashed, and they reverse engineered it. I guarantee you that's what we're about to discover. So we weren't smart enough to figure anything out as humans. We just found the technology from another universe or another multiverse or something like that, another dimension. Which begs the question, who originally created any of it? right? If it wasn't us, and it wasn't the emissary, he just found it. Who the hell was the originator of all of
But at
this?
least the museum was intact.
Why do I need to open that for? That's just where we came from, I bet. No reason to open that. Power required. Ah, oh, fuck. God damn it. Find a way to power this. Is this it? Oh. Well, that was easy. Another purposeless D-Space helmet that you don't need. Yeah, so we don't even need to go in this room. We skipped the whole room by going around. Okay. You know what? I guess I should save. Remember, this game tends to crash. So I should save frequently, right? We don't know. Gatezra says, is this what caused the air to leave the atmosphere? Supposedly not, because remember, they were saying that already happened, and that's what prompted humans to leave. Right? Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's why the air left the atmosphere. Because they were doing research on multiverse technology, and they went too far, and they destroyed the planet by accident. Man, yeah, that could be the plot, too. I guess we're about to find out. A novice lock. Do I really need to do this? There's probably nothing in here. I don't know why I bothered with this. It just seems to me like they just want you to be unlocking stuff at this point just for the sake that there's gameplay, because there's nothing else to do, right? Yeah, look, there was literally no point for me to come in here. I got a digipick back, and that's all that's fucking in here. What a complete waste of time. Yikes, man. This fucking gameplay is something else. Here's another one. Advanced. Do you really think there's something in there we need? I don't think so. I'm not going to waste time. One other one, we need power, so we got to find a way to turn the power on. There's a dead end here. Oh, wait. Well, we got the power cell. Now we just got to figure out where to put it. Staple gun. I keep thinking those are healing packs. Some of the healing packs kind of look like that. But that's just a staple gun. Well, here it is. Wow, what a puzzle, huh? That was a real mind number. A snow globe. Only they had value in this game. I really had to rack my noggin for that one. Still going here. Sealant. What the fuck do I need that for? I don't need any of your junk. It's all junk. I don't need any of it for anything. It's completely pointless. This is wrecked. I guess we're going this way. More. Oh, okay. I'll take the digipick. Oh, hello. Well, we got enemies. Finally, some fucking enemies, right? Well, this gun's worthless. One robot down.
Gotta get your blood pumping, huh? great grandpa.
Yeah, it's Vasco's great-great-grandpa. Robot Model A, NASA. It's just NASA right on it. Huh. How could that robot be operational so many hundreds of years later and still be defending this area? It's kind of ridiculous now. Again, I really don't even want to lockpick anymore. I don't see the point. Wait a minute. Are you kidding? This is the same hallway. There's no reason to lockpick at all. You can just fucking walk right in here. Again, power required. So, we're going to follow the wires. They both go in there, so we have to go into that room. Okay. Let's see here. I guess that's the power. It's very exciting gameplay. So what are we doing? Killing a couple generic enemies and flipping switches. Very exciting. Put you right to sleep. Okay. Going further down. This game. Alright. Well, hopefully we're getting to the secrets, although I get the feeling we already know what the secrets are, which is going to be disappointing if I guessed correctly. What the hell is that? A circuit board? Why is it just sitting there, and how is it not corroded after sitting there for hundreds of years? Plus, isn't this planet supposed to not have any air anymore? All the air left the planet, right? So, wouldn't that change things? Wouldn't things corrode worse or better? I wonder how that would affect things if there was no air. How that would change components and things over time. Would things still rust? Would things, you know, because isn't rust oxidation? So if there's no oxygen, does nothing rust? That's an intriguing question, actually. I'm not sure. Let's save, though, because the game might crash any second.
Just how far does this complex go?
Luigi says, feels like you didn't make much progress. Yeah, we've been playing almost an hour, and, you know, we're doing what the game's telling us for this mission, but, you know, it seems to be very time-consuming, and it seems to be going on, and, we haven't done much yet, right? I'm trying to discover what the hell's going on in here. Well, it was really important to open both of those. Okay. NASA Research Computer. Security procedures. Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. They are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, and notebooks are to be checked on exit. Confiscate anything with any information on it. Error. Archives are damaged, so we have two. One is 2138, one's 2141. Let's read the first one.
Project log.
Oh, never mind.
Dr.
Let's
Victor
listen.
Isa, we turned on the prototype today.
Mm-hmm.
The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us is all going to be possible.
I think I hit it on the head. Did you hear what he just said? The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore. The original what? The original they found on Mars. Probably the original multi-dimensional spaceship, and they're just copying the technology. That's my guess. By the way, I'm being told, yes, it is true that with no oxygen, rust will not form. That's why new tools often come in airtight bags filled with grease. Interesting. Let's continue.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjite tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly.
Okay, this is from the test that we were at.
So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives. Expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Exactly right. And this is what happens with humans. They get so excited about progress and things. I mean, look at things like the Industrial Revolution, where the entire world became a manufacturing site. But what happened is they did not... Oh, what the hell? I guess there's no gravity in there. When that happened, right, everyone just started manufacturing willy-nilly with no regulations or anything. We ended up with entirely polluted countries. We ended up with...
Getting close to the good stuff, I can
There
tell.
we go. We ended up with people being abused, right? For manufacturing. You know what I mean? Like, humans always want to advance. Like Jurassic Park, right? Well, before you knew what you had, you patented it, you slapped a label on it, you marketed it, you sold it, right? The classic Ian Malcolm phrase. It's absolutely true. Humans tend to do this. So I wouldn't be surprised if before they even knew what the hell they were doing, right, they were trying to use this grav drive technology, and that's how they destroyed Earth. Perhaps that's what they're getting at. So it looks like we need to get in there. Pressure tank, fibers, don't need any of that junk. I'm not bothering with lockpicking. There's no fucking point at this point in the game. Can we go up? Maybe we have to go around or behind? This door doesn't open. Right? I think we have to go, like, behind. So if we go, like, maybe up here, a level. Up one level. Yeah. No gravity in any of these rooms. Oh, no, I don't want... I'm not wasting that. I know there's nothing in there. There it is. Okay. Oh. Interesting. I'll take the credits. This is Victor Isa. This is who we were reading about in the logs. We got the maintenance key, so that's useful.
When you have the time.
Release the artifact. The artifact is in there? Well, let's read the research first. By the way, a tip has come in. Hold on. I received a $5 tip. Super Cruzzly. I love you, Papa Phil. I'm just going to say anonymous because I think you're trying to impersonate a detractor, and that's not funny. So I'm just going to say, thanks for the $5 tip, anonymous tipper. And there you go. I think it's someone trying to impersonate a detractor and doesn't even know how to spell their name. So there you go. Okay. All right. Okay. Prototype drive. Please be careful whenever running power to the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder, the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable. All data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution. 4 logs to read? 4?
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
Well, there you go. Now we know what it was. So they found something on Mars that was amazing discovery that rewrote science as they knew it. It sounds like they reverse engineered the grav drives, so that changed universal travel, correct? But at the very same time, they didn't know what the repercussions were. Well, having all these grav drives operating apparently destroyed gravity on Earth, and that's how Earth was destroyed. As requested, the astrophysics research team did a full analysis. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation with periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. The gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by Earth's inner core, and may be affecting the core itself, given the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. So, as our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun, solar wind also falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space to see into Earth's possible future. We're afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes of Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash into shore, the Earth with devastating consequence. So you heard what they're saying? This is why Mars also has no atmosphere. So they were using this grav drive technology on Mars, and it destroyed Mars. Then the humans found it on Mars, brought it to Earth, and now they destroyed Earth with it too. Wow.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pump.
Huh.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God.
Huh.
One that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time. I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth. A plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
So what she's saying is that he knew that the grav drive technology was going to destroy Earth, and he ignored it because in his mind, having the grav drive technology is more important. Allowing people to leave Earth and colonize the universe as opposed to being stuck on Earth was more important. But to her, she's like, why would you hide that? Why would you know what I mean? Like, why would you not have told anyone? All right, so this is 11 years later, September 8, 2160.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are.
Ah,
When I touched the anomaly,
here we
I
go.
experienced 12 days of lost time.
Here we go.
I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I do.
So, this is the problem with the multiverse plot. So, the origins of all human technology are the multiverse. But the reason the multiverse exists is because of unknown technology. So then what created the technology originally? Oh, don't worry about that. No, I do worry about that. It should explain it. It should actually say, okay, so it's alien technology, or it's from another dimension, and it was given as a gift, or something. Instead, all they're going to say is, oh, no one knows the origins, that it just always existed in this multiverse, and everyone just learned it from everyone else and kept backwards engineering it and shit like that. That's terrible writing. When you have a story, you want an actual explanation for things. You don't want a cop-out. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out explanation for everything. It really is. So, I hate that. That's insanely poor writing, and that's called we're not smart enough to write an intelligent plot that has a defining beginning, middle, and end. Instead, we'll just create a loop, and that way we never have to explain anything. It's garbage. It really is trash writing. It's something that's been done before endlessly, and I'm tired of it. I hate this kind of writing. So, yeah, I'm pretty upset if this is the plot. We're about to see what this artifact is, and it sounds like that's exactly what it's about to be. You're going to see that it was some multiverse thing. It's like, well, fuck you.
Grav drives.
And it looks like he killed himself, right? Probably committed suicide here. So that's the artifact. Oh, did gravity just come back? It did. How the fuck do I get out there? I gotta go back this way? Now that there's gravity again? They're just gonna make this as purposefully annoying as possible, aren't they? I have the key. But I don't know how to get inside. There's another dead person. I got the key again. It's the double key. I don't know why I need another key for. So we gotta go up there. Okay. By the way, I need to split the part. And I will in a moment. Probably right when we get to it. Split the part. Here we go, alright? Oh shit. And look what it is! Anyway, I received a $5 tip. From Canadian Kirk. What was the reason for Earth losing all oxygen? Because they reverse engineered grav drive technology from an artifact like we've been collecting them the whole game. They found one on Mars. They invented grav drives based on that tech. But they were mass producing them and mass using them all in one sector, launching things from the moon. Because of that, they destroyed Earth's gravity because they didn't do the research to figure out that it wouldn't. But the thing is, apparently, this guy Victor knew all about it anyway. He knew it would happen because he met an interdimensional being, his version of the emissary. He touched this artifact and met his emissary, and his emissary told him, you can use this to create grav drives, but this will also create the destruction of the planet, but you'll also be able to populate the universe. And he made the decision to do it, knowing what would happen, without telling anyone else. All right, we're going to split the part. We'll be right back.